What up, world? What up, media? Jorel Sampson topics. Thank you for clicking this particular topic. This early morning, the ones that's getting up choose to basically you strike your curiosity. Like, what kind of topic is that? Thank you for viewing the ones that basically on the West Coast, because their time zone is much different from over here on the East Coast. So, thank you for clicking on this particular topic. I appreciate it. So, on that note, I'm gonna get right into it. Now, this is coming from my heart. This is coming from my dome. And I want you to understand my speech to see where I'm coming from. Because some of you will pinpoint, yeah, this is what he's saying. And some of you are categorized as still deaf, blind, and dumb. Okay. Now, topic is how to find God and how to find Iblis. Iblis means and defined as Satan. How to find God. I'm going to talk about that first. How to find God. In order to find a leader of an organization or some type of cult or some type of thing that he started a movement, how to find a leader like God, because God is the author of creation, Abba, okay? But the way how religion put it and defined it, how to find God, okay? You have to pinpoint where is one of the followers, okay? Now, look at the prophet master Jesus. Jesus started a fellowship, right? He had 12 followers as men, called disciples, okay? Now, within that, there was a person that did this, that came off like true but wasn't, okay? The people of that time was keeping an eye on the master Jesus. But within that, when you keep an eye on someone, like stalking, you do this. I don't have time for me to keep on doing that, keep stalking, keep an eye on that person. You got to have individuals to do it for you, to go in and blend in. Like, don't become it, not always, but don't become it, but blend in and find the trail of the leader and whatever, okay? Now, if I'm one to keep an eye on someone, whatever, I can't always do that all the time because I got things to do, okay? Now, how to find God is because a man named Jesus the prophet was going up and down, to and fro, okay? Preaching the word of Abba, preaching about Abba, of his way of opinion was absolute correct. Within that, people of religion in that day and now did this. What you say does not align with the word, Jesus. What you say does not align with the word, Jesus. Who in the hell told you to tell me this? Religious folks at that time and now. So Jesus got into a debate. He said, wait a minute. What I say still trail back to the word, but you do not understand my speech. My words do not have no place in you. How come you cannot understand my speech? I know why. Because This is what I think. I know why. Maybe because how you've been taught in this, and this is how you supposed to believe it and think it and pass it down to your children. Now, whatever. How to find this being, deity named God, Abba, El Shaddai. God, Abba means Father. El Shaddai means Father in heaven. Heaven is not in the damn clouds somewhere. Heaven is away from this earth somewhere else. Okay. Now, just the thing. Now, the book says it did not keep on explaining that Judas, which he did, kept going back and reporting. Okay. And that's why he said that Satan entering Judas. Excuse me. The book didn't say all this. The book just said, well, one particular night, they rally up, torches, whatever, take Jesus in. Okay. How to find God? You have to find their followers and whatever that backs trail to the leader. Okay, within Judas. That night, Jesus did this. Jesus studied his 12 disciples, studied them 12 men. He looked at 1 all the way to 12 and noticed them about how they act, how they behave, their talking, their mood. He been in tune. He said he studied, observed them, their mindset and their heart. Okay, that was fine. You, and you, oh yeah, you go be the one. See, women need to understand it. Rather than think about some man, how he look on the outside, you need to think about up in here and here. A man can look like how you want to look on the outer shell, but it's the inside that you need to think about and up here. Whatever. Okay, that night, because I read these books. I read Bible and Quran and whatever book that this being deity name is mentioned. But see, people that do not believe in God, why? Because what have you been taught and raised up into, like the church, mosque, kingdom hall? Dissatisfaction. And you say, well, I can't see God. I cannot see God. Why is innocent people that believes in God die? I tell you why. Just the thing, maybe that innocent individual was at, more of the time, at the wrong place at the wrong time. Whoever wants to shoot at whoever, do this. Why don't you move? I'm trying to hit that person. Move. Okay? That's not him. People mistake you of being someone that you're not. That's not him. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's why innocent people that believes in God die or whatever happens, because they at the wrong place at the wrong time. Okay. Judas did this. He went back to the religious elders and the government and said, this is where he at, let's go and get him. And Jesus was correct. Aha, you was the traitor. To order to find a leader into something, you have to find what? Their followers. Whoever followed that movement, follow the follower that leads to the leader. That was organized because the rumor that Jesus was doing, because which he was a prophet. A prophet is a person that's like stands in the place when something is absent. Okay. Now, think about religion. Think about religion, Christianity. I want to explain something to you real quick. How can you say Christianity is the real, true religion, but Christianity backs trail back when they did this? Got on a boat, went up and down, to and fro. Cross, up and down, to and fro. Around the world, 4 corners. how can you say Christianity is a wholesome, truth, good of religion? Where was the Christian church in the case of blacks, Native Americans, and the Jews of the Holocaust? Think about that. Think about that. They came because Christianity is a European religion. They came with the idea of this. Put the name of the Queen and King and Jesus. Go to a particular continent, country, use one of their own people to sell some of us and bring us over here and whatever. Came to a country that belongs to the Native American people. Took it in the name of the King and Queen and Jesus. Where was the church when a particular people were persecuted and killed under Hitler? Where was it? See, you choose to support this particular religion, Christianity. Now, you mean to tell me that Jesus was not rich? Jesus never sold the word to you. Jesus never said, after I get done preaching, he never said, buy this, purchase this, clear that. But do you think that Jesus, the master prophet, do you think that he will be pleased with the religion title called Christianity? No. My friend, I knew him from a very long time. I'm not going to say his name. He emailed me in a message on Messenger about T.D. Jakes doing something, helping a particular people over there overseas. I looked at that. T.D. Jakes. And I don't give a damn if he sees this or hear about it. Look at this. Why in the hell, just look at this. Please look at this. Because I'm burnt up about this. I am so burned up. He went over there overseas to help a people, right? Got on a color of a blue robe, which the color blue is a deceiving color. If you look at the sky, it's blue, and it shines on the water. It may appear to be blue, but put your hand, dip your hand underneath the faucet, or dip it underneath, or dip it in some water, or a stream, or river, or sea, like this. It's not blue. The sea. You mean to tell me he took his black Uncle Tom ass over there to help them people over there? But what about in his church? In his church, his mega church, you got people in there in his church, thousands and thousands, do not have a job, do not have a car, do not have a house. And you go support this man. He went over there for their aid. But what about your black ass? Because more of the time, black people that other races would say, within our own race, they would say, dumbass. Okay? You mean to tell me you gonna take your rich ass over there to help them people first, but not gonna help your own in your church? Don't have a car, don't have a job, don't have a house, don't have an education. This is buffoonery. He's categorized, him and Creflo Dollar, categorized as Uncle Tom's. Okay? How it matches, you idiots, how you can have a big ass church. Thousands of seats and thousands. This man living in a big ass house, showing up on Tyler Perry movie. While his people, his followers, what? Don't have a car, don't have a house, don't have a job, education. Now, you can tell me, you can say, well, he been blessed, or if he been blessed, I should be blessed too. I'm off that. How to find Iblis, defined as Satan, defined as Lucifer, defined as Bab. I think I'm saying right, Bab Nazar. I don't know. He got many names. How to find This being, like I said, you have to find his followers, the backtrail to the leader. But within that, if you ever read, I never read this book, if you ever read the Satanic Bible, okay, I was looking a long time ago when my friend Deity, my brother, he came over, okay, he fell asleep, he was drunk, whatever, high, so I stayed up. This show on MSNBC called Lockup, okay, that's where I learned about the prison way, you know. Okay, this man got on national TV, been filmed. It had skulls and a candle lit, whatever. In that Bible of the Satanic Bible, I'm looking at this like, what the? The room was all dark looking, and he quoting the scriptures of Lucifer. Now, Deity, he ain't hearing this. He sleep, passed out, drunk. In that Bible, it said, the Satanic Bible, this is what it said. It was saying all this stuff, it was appear to be right, but it's a twist that takes stuff from that and use in this and twist it all around. I said, what is this? See, if you talk to people that do not believe in God, that do not believe in this, if you talk to an atheist, same thing, because an individual atheist had to have been raised in a household of what? Christian, Jehovah's, Muslim, whatever. Saw dissatisfaction. If you get in discussion with them and listen to them, don't get upset and tell them in the way like this. Okay, I tell you why. Listen to this. Atheists, whoever, don't believe in God. You have to explain them in the way so they can understand, other than what they was going by, what the mama, grandma, pastor was saying. You would tell them, look at your hands, look at your feet, go into the mirror. If the book says, let us make man in our image. Stop right there. What is image? Image is something that you see that responds back to your naked eye. A visual. Okay? He said, let us make man in our image. Look at your hands. Look at your feet. Look at yourself in the mirror. The thing is, if he said, let us make man in our image. Now, the Bible says this, that he walked with Adam. And I don't think that's his name was Adam. He said he walked with the man. And it was like a cool breeze. He walked. See, we've been taught in religion God was somewhere that we can't see. He up in the air somewhere talking to us like he on the microphone. No. He said he walked. He walked. So when he created a man to be an adult man, not being taught anything, because how to be taught, you have to be born, raised, and taught something. And he made Adam, like you say. Adam woke up like, what the hell? What the hell is that? So you tell me God was like, come with me. If he said, let us make man in our image. To me, you have to be born. How can You put something to sleep. This is the mythical spook. You put him in a deep sleep. And he can do anything he wants. Remind you, he can. He put him in a deep sleep. He said he took the rear. Okay. And duplicate it to something of a woman of a vessel. To me, if you look at the museum that got skeletons of Tyrannosaurus Rex and these other dinosaurs, if you take a piece of that particular individual, don't you need the rest? More of the pieces? See, I'm gonna say this real quick. We was not there in the very beginning. I wasn't there. You wasn't there. Your mama wasn't there. Your daddy wasn't there. Whoever in today's time, the 21st century, was not there, going by what you read. And you say, oh, this is true. Wait a minute. To me, you have to have been born. He said, let us make man in our image. I did that. I got children. And I did that with 2 different women. We did that. Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. You had to have been born. But see, the Quran said, see, I read the Quran too. The Quran said, we make man out of black mud. We make man. And then after that, the Quran says in Al-Batiyat, he said, we tell all of them, get out. Now, 2 is not referring to all. 2 is like you saying both. And it say, we tell both of them, get out. It said, we tell all of them, get out this garden. It had to be a people in the garden. I heard one minister preach. He was a Christian. I like how he preached. He said about the pre-Adamites and this and that. Farrakhan preached that too. See, like I said, you're going by what you read and what you've been taught and raised. Okay? In order to find God, like I said, is to find his followers. In order to find Satan is to find his followers. If you choose to go in and find and seek this being, you have to be calmly like Judas. You see, Judas had an agenda, just like Delilah had an agenda. Work with the enemy to do that. But see, Jesus was hated without a cause. Why he was hated? Because he was releasing the people of telling absolute truth. That religious folks, religion, and I keep saying this, religion is only designed by man, to do what? Keep the ruler in rulership and power. That is control, oppress, dominate. See, how can you say that God unite? Religion separates people. Islam is the way of life, but within that, Islam do this. We are Nation of Islam, as one set black. We are this Islam Muslim group, and we are that. Separate Christianity too. We are First Baptist, Second Baptist, Jehovah Witness, what else? I can't think of Methodist and whatever. Separate. That's what I'm saying. God, Abba, do not separate people. Only when he separate people, when he had Moses separate the people to go this way, that way, particular tribe. You have Israelites, you had Canaanites. You had what else? See, the Philistines, they were their own set. They was considered pagan worshipers. Like Philistines, Canaanites, Israelites, Levites, Ammonites, whatever. Separate. That's what God did. Separate people. But we're going about today of separation of belief. Oh, what we speak is the truth and you're wrong. So that's what I'm saying. You do not know what happened in the beginning. You're going by what you read and you've been taught. This is it, and nobody's changing my mind. But the Christian pastor, minister, reverend is not going to teach you about the earth, what's in the earth, what the earth holds. No. If you wear a cross around your neck, the cross is not a symbol of. The cross is a symbol that he told Peter,
I will make you a fisher of men. A fish. The cross. The wicked one fallen, the rebellious one. He said this, I will go up. This is what you wear around your neck, and you just don't, you still ain't gonna see it this way. That's the truth. He said, I will go up and down, up and down, to and fro, seeking who I can devour, and be in their straight path, and cause all of them to deviate. Up and down, to and fro, cross. The cross was already there before Jesus even stepped to the scene. The cross was only designed by Constantine to do what? If you get out of line, you hang on that cross, dehydrate and die. Bush said this, we are organizing a one world order.